Hey guys, I am back again for another Jurassic World Mattel Tour review. We're back at it with Hammond Collection. And also, before I start off this video, as you can see, the whole background, the whole look, well, I decided to just give it a little bit more of a Jurassic Park 30th anniversary flair to it with the banner and everything. I decided I should just go ahead and keep this to the theme of the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park and just make the backgrounds look really, really cool like this. So yeah. Anyway, this is a figure that I've already teased in my community post that I got out of Target to collect more Jurassic figures, especially for Jurassic Park. So I originally wanted to pass on this figure, but I decided I shouldn't because I just couldn't help but really adore the way this figure looked more than its legacy counterpart. And that is the Jurassic World Hammond Collection Robert Muldoon. It's just undeniably a good looking figure. In fact, undeniably better than the Legacy Collection version because it's just overall way more aesthetically pleasing. So of course the package is the typical standard for the Jurassic World Hammond Collection, looking really aesthetically pleasing to a degree. And the only difference to this and the previous one that I reviewed with Alan Grant is that we have the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary logo up there, which is really nice. That nostalgic looking logo. I really like this logo too, as much as other fans out there. And then you get Hammond Collection, a digital render of Robert Muldoon right there, along with the Jurassic Park logo down on the bottom. Over here at the back, we have a digital render of Robert Muldoon posing with a shotgun and a bio featuring Bob Peck as Robert Muldoon. And of course, got the Jurassic Park logo and Hammond Collection logo up there. Other side, Hammond Collection logo. Nothing else special on here because it's just nothing. So we got through this package. Let's go ahead and take this figure right out of the package. So yeah, Robert Muldoon and his shotgun, additional hands and head out of the package. And like I said before, it just looks better than the Legacy version in terms of only one aspect on how movie accurate he looks. I mean, overall the figure is great just like the Legacy version, but I just can't help it. This one is just far more superior, of course, in the detailing and everything. I mean, it is a premium figure, so I know it's a little bit of an unfair comparison considering that the other figure we had was originally $8. But I'm like, it's understandably better, and in terms of like everything they do with the Hammond Collection, it's just, this is inevitably better than the last version. So, closer look at this character, we can see his likeness to Bob Peck is there, although the beard, of course, I guess mine probably might be a QC issue. I don't know. But it looks okay-ish over here, just not painted all the way over there. But over here, it's a little bit of a hard press. Like, it doesn't look airbrushed in a good way. Other than that mishap, I definitely do think the likeness of Bob Peck is, like, close right here. Of course, the way the hair is on here looks just about as movie accurate as you can get with Robert Muldoon. It's just really nice that we're getting these figures with different like heads that don't have the hats attached to them. Again, like I said in my Alan Grant review for the Hammond Collection, I just wish that it was obviously a separate piece where you could put the hat on, but I'm probably sure they did not want to do that because it might look a little goofy in terms of how big the hat would be. Like, the vest, detailing of the vest looks really good. It's like a lot more detail put into this better than the other version. And of course, it's a separate piece, and you can see the little ID of Robert Muldoon on there as well, which is really nice. And the shirt color, I also like the shirt color. It's not nearly on the same vein as the Legacy version, which is good because it looks a lot more better. Of course, he has his I think that's supposed to be a bracelet and a watch. I'm not sure what this is. Someone please fix me on that or what this supposed to be is, but it's a brace because the Legacy version did not have these additional accessories on his arms, so that's really nice. Of course, his shorts are well detailed, and also the way his legs are, the way the calves and the knees, everything is sculpted on there, the additional articulation points, but it definitely looked more pronounced, I guess. And the socks, while the socks aren't technically as detailed as the Legacy version, which is weird because that's like one of the few things in the Legacy version that was way more detailed is at the socks, but this one's a lot more softer. And the boots too is also kind of soft, but it still looks pretty nice. It does got an articulation point as well. But yeah, like aside from a few like issues, it definitely looks way more aesthetically pleasing and just more movie accurate. Go ahead and take off the vest and see Actually, just flip it up a little bit. You can see the detailing behind. He's got his holster back here, which is also not on the Legacy version, if I had to recall, because again, this is a lot more detailed and movie accurate to Robert Muldoon in the film. Let's go ahead and switch the heads and see how he looks compared to his other counterpart. And this is the figure with the additional head. Definitely looks a lot better to me. I just like the way that looks. I honestly really like this. I mean, again, it's obviously the Hammond collection where the figures are much more detailed and everything, but you can just see the likeness of Bob Peck. He looks really, really good. It's like it's like the Alan Grant figure. I just like the hatless one because it looks more like Sam Neill. This one, well, both heads are good. It's just that I really like the one with the hat on because of the look. I don't know, it looks really cool. Basically it for that. He just looks really good. Like, no questions asked. Let's go ahead and switch up the arms. Here he is with the additional arms, or the alternate arms for him to carry the shotgun. Before we have him carry his shotgun, let's go ahead and take a look at said shotgun, the Spaz 12. Unfortunately, mine is like incredibly warped. Could not get a really good looking one, but yeah, mine was basically pretty warped. It does not look pretty good. Yeah, but at least it has a strap. That's the only difference, and I think it might look a little different entirely, but just overall it looks really good, and the strap on there being added on is really nice regardless. And just like that, Muldoon is carrying his shotgun much more properly than the Legacy version, because thanks to the articulated wrists, you can literally have more movement and freedom with him carrying the shotgun in the right position. It just really looks much more aesthetically pleasing. So right off the bat with comparison, let's go ahead and grab the original. This is the original Legacy Collection Robert Muldoon, which still looks like a really good figure. It's still a really good figure, but now it's just obviously been beaten by that Hammond Collection version. It's just undoubtedly the better looking sculpt. Although it is a little bit, I guess you can say it's a little bit shorter than the Legacy, because the Legacy version is taller. I guess those legs, again, the legs helped on that one. And again, the only thing I can really compliment on it now is really the legs, especially the way the socks are much more detailed. I can compliment on that one. And the head sculpt of Bob Peck is there. I really do still think that it's just there, but I'm gravitating towards the Hammond Collection version a lot more. I mean, I really do like that one way more. Let's get a closer look at their shotguns. Now, like I said, the Spaz 12 for the Hammond Collection is warped, but this is the original for Legacy Collection. Both are actually on the same scale. I thought one would look shorter or longer, but yeah, this is still warped, but the only thing it's got going for it is that it's got the strap so you can have Muldoon hold the shotgun around his waist or around his torso. But this one doesn't have the strap, but it's still a nice accessory regardless. But that's the different comparisons of the shotguns. Get him out of here. Also, this is how he looks without his vest on, and as you can see, he definitely does look pretty decent without it as well. Like, yeah, you can definitely see more details. Also, a little bit of that barcode, I guess, is the code on the belt instead of being imprinted on the figure itself. So good to know that it's not messed up on that one. But again, like I said, he definitely does look really good without his vest. And yeah, also you can not really see it very clearly, but you can definitely see his ID. Like I said, it's really nice that they added his ID on there, the InGen ID, but it's very like small and blurry, so you might not be able to see it properly. Alrighty, that's going to be it for this review of the Jurassic World Hammond Collection Robert Muldoon for Jurassic Park's 30th anniversary. Now, this is obviously a shorter video because I don't think I got anything else to go over. The fact that it's definitely a better figure than the Legacy Collection version, though at the same time, the Legacy one is still a pretty decent figure. But again, this beats the original way out of the dang water. And of course, it's really just a great figure overall. Much more needed improvement. And yeah, nothing else to say about this figure other than it's another great representation of an iconic character in the Hammond Collection. So yeah, like I said, that's basically it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys in the next review coming up soon.